BpsRps Live, December 25th, 2021, Christmas Day. Merry BpsMS, everybody. We got the YouTube feed going. Finally, it's been a week. Got the Twitter feed going. OnlyFans is going in the upper right. That stopped also for the last week. So hope everybody's having a wonderful, splendid, joyous festival day. Right back at you, Scotty. Happy holidays. How's the hibachi? It's been on my mind since you mentioned it. Did they flip the shrimp at you? It's the best part. And how was the movie? I want to get some reviews on Spider-Man. Right back at you, Andrew. Merry BpsMS. Happy holidays. Like I said, welcome back to the YouTube. It's been a week. All right. Yeah, the one down here, they only have the 4 show pieces, but they have a lot of tables too. That food's phenomenal. What they do to that food. Today in baseball, nothing. Oh shit. Oh, sorry for cursing. 2 things happened. Ricky Henderson was born 1958. Best leadoff hitter in baseball, of course. I forgot about this. 2 people passed away on this day. 5 years ago was one of the greatest singers ever, George Michael, my inspiration. It's horrible what happened. And 1989, Billy Martin died in a car accident when he was 61. He was about a block from his home. He left the bar, him and his buddy. He said, "No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine." And he get into a ditch, and it killed him. His buddy survived, but Billy Martin was great manager. Great manager. All right, Andrew said it's a great movie, definitely better than the second one. Scotty said, it wasn't bad, definitely worth seeing. I usually like spoilers, but I'm going to ask, please don't give me spoilers because I definitely want to see it. I forgot all about it too. Yeah, the car crash. It was, there's still controversy to this day over whether he was driving or his buddy. I forgot his buddy's name was driving. At first, his friend said he was driving, but then somebody said, well, then if you were, you could be convicted of, right back at you, Carl, you could be convicted of manslaughter because a drunken driving DUI manslaughter because Billy died. But then a day later, he started saying, no, Billy was driving. And then they did all these tests and they came up with, I think that the friend was driving. I don't think he ever got convicted, though. Billy, he liked to drink a little. Yeah. I read a quote today. Mickey Mantle said, one day, one of our livers, which livers want to go out first, Billy, Mantle or his? And he said, even after saying that, just knowing that Billy died that way was just hard anyway, but especially that way. It's only a block from his house. They were out Christmas shopping. They had to pick up some food for Christmas dinner. And he said, let's go stop at the bar. Damn shame. So Billy Martin and George Michael, 2 of my favorite people in the whole world, were taken from us on Christmas Day. Horrible. I did get to see Mr. Bips today. Mr. Bips stopped by. He was going through the 75 Badass Minder. He was going crazy. He was loving it. He was seeing like all names that he never hasn't heard in years. So that was a pretty good time. Usually our conversations are, hey, how are you? Good. How are you? How's work? Good. Phillies suck. That's our conversations. But today we actually had a real conversation about baseball. First time in many years. He met Joe DiMaggio. He met Joe DiMaggio at County Mac Park. He got his autograph. He went around the line again. And when Joe saw him, he goes, I already signed for you. Wait until everybody else leaves and I'll sign another signature for you. He asked if Joe DiMaggio. They said, no, wait, he would have retired by 75. Then he said, Bob Gibson. He goes, no hitter like to face Bob Gibson. He said, Bob Gibson, Mr. Bips' words, didn't take no shit from nobody. He'd plunk you with the ball if you looked at him wrong. It was nice to get a perspective of Bob Gibson from somebody who watched him in his prime. So, Mr. Bips, I doubt you're watching, but if you are, Merry Christmas, Bob. Thanks for the baseball lesson. He did say Mike Schmidt was when he talked to the media like Steve Carlton. He didn't like Mike Schmidt as a person, but he loved him as a player. Music. We got to get George Michael involved again. Everybody get what they wanted for the holidays. Led Zeppelin. Go with the California. I had to pick one song I had to listen to theirs. Steve Earle. This guy was never late. Cool Mo D. Cool Mo D. What song did he sing? It's not on the back here. Cool Mo D was one of the first rappers. I got the song in my head. I can't remember it. Can't like picture it. Dino. Dino. It's the name of Fred Flintstone's pet. Steve Earle is great. I don't know anything about him. I check him out. Yeah, he'll be tonight's homework. The other night, Fleetwood Mac. Tonight, Steve Earle. Oh, it is Earl. There's no I before the E. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, guys. Dino. He toured with New Kids on the Block. He had a duet with some girl. It's a poppy kind of song. Tina Turner hugging herself. MC Hammer. He's the baseball connection here. He was the bat boy for the Oakland A's in the late 70s, early 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Stanley Burrell is his real name. All right, it's still lagging. You would think after a week of like, that's why, because they had no competition for a week. They knew I wasn't on YouTube. Steelheart. I have no idea what Steelheart is. Braveheart's precursor. Dread Zeppelin. It's like a Garbage Pail Kid card. It really says Dread Zeppelin. I have no idea what this is. I didn't know that. Okay. On Twitter, Carl clarified why he's called MC Hammer, because he looked like a little Hank Aaron when he was younger, MC Hammer, and the name stuck with him. Good trivia, Carl. Jefferson Airplane historic concerts. Belle Biv DeVoe, the members of New Edition when they broke up. Ricky Bell, Michael Boons, Ronnie DeVoe formed. Could have had a little bit more original name. Belle Biv DeVoe. The players called him Hammer. Hank Aaron. All right, that's pretty good to know. Well, MC Hammer, if you're watching, this is why they called you Hammer if they never told you. We figured it out. So if you were curious, you finally realized it. All right, before we get to the holiday, I got 3 more holidays, and that'll probably wrap up until I get back to Walmart. We're going to do a 92 Major League Baseball Donruss. This is such a sharp. Look at that. This pack is like beautiful. It's got a little emblem. It's really nice. It's got a puzzle piece. Rod Carew, Tanner as our Twins correspondent. This is him on the Twins. If they have to send it out to you, maybe. I don't know if you're collecting the puzzle pieces, but you have no choice to accept it, though. Fred McGriff on the Padres holding Lenny Dykstra, who's been banned. Lenny, if you're watching, log off now. Holding him on the bag. Fred McGriff. Nolan Ryan. Yo, I can look at no more cards in the rest of the pack, and this pack is worth it. McGriff to Nolan Ryan. This is a highlight card. He pitched his 7th no-hitter, which was a record on May 1st, 1991. God bless him. Gary Redis. He was an okay leadoff hitter. Yeah, he probably did. Carl just mentioned Lenny probably spit on the crime dog right here. Probably did that dirty bastard. Roberto Hernandez, who really wasn't Roberto Hernandez. He just used that name when he was really Fausto Carmona. Oh, man. Oh. We fixed it for you, Donruss, so we don't have to reissue the cards. See? Fausto Carmona. All fixed. Ron Karkovice. I've never seen a card of him in like a present day uniform and batting. I always see an old card of him. Like a picture of him like in the old school uniform. So this is pretty welcome. This just is not right. They are veteran stadium seats. That's Mr. Met on it. It's my way of like taking a shot at the Mets, sitting on the Mets, like a Mr. Met, their mascot, sitting on the Phillies chair. And then back when I was cool, I had my own house. I had Mr. Met reading a newspaper, the Daily News, and it said when the Phillies won the World Series, and Mr. Met was reading it. But that paper was long gone to legend somewhere. The night Billy Martin passed away, well, was murdered in that accident, was killed in the accident. Ed Whitson, we got him. Ed Whitson broke Billy Martin's arm in a bar fight. Billy Martin would really want to work with Ed Whitson because he did so well previously to pitching for Billy Martin. So Martin would try to help him. And, come on, you son of a bitch, you could throw better than that. He didn't take to his coach and mentoring, so he broke his arm in a bar brawl. It's really controversial. They really don't know if he was driving or not. Some accounts think that Martin was driving. Some accounts think his friend was. Allegedly, at the scene, his friend said he was driving. Then the cops said, "Well, if you were driving, you're going to get arrested for DUI murder because your friend died." And then all of a sudden, he changed it to, and no, Billy was driving. There was an investigation. It looked like I forgot if they found out which one was driving. So many years ago, I read that book. Big book on the conspiracy theory. Maybe it's time to reread the book. Greg Olson. That was the catcher, Greg Olson, not the tight end. The tight end wouldn't be in this pack unless there's like some serious Donruss, like cross sports thing going on here. John Franco. He was a pretty good closer. Speaking of Mets. Birthday guy. Look at this. Ricky Henderson, day of his birthday. And this is him doing what he does. Well, one of the things he did best. Stealing third. I don't know if he's stealing, but right? I don't remember too much about it at the time. I just remember when it happened, I was like, oh damn, that's the guy who always gets fired. That's all I really knew about Billy Martin in '89. Took me until many years later to appreciate him. It was a good story, yeah. Mike Morgan played for like 20 different teams. Randy Johnson, it's nice. I got a Johnson tonight, big one too. Nice big Johnson here in my hand, which happens a lot at night. Dave Winfield, speaking of the Yankees, this is him on the Angels. Andrew, if you're still on, we'll put this in your stash. That's our Angels correspondent, Mr. May. Speaking of months, here's Don August. One of the only two baseball players I know that last names are a month. Don August and Lee May. Oh, and Rudy May. That's the Ricky Henderson triple. Get on first, steal second and third. Dennis Eckersley. This was one of the best packs I've ever opened. We got something to take our anger out on in Ed Whitson. We got Dennis Eckersley, Winfield, a Big Johnson, the birthday guy, Ricky Henderson, McGriff, Ryan. Awesome pack. Ryan January. Who's Ryan January? Was he an Oriole? Should have I failed to mention Ryan January. Oh man, so that means one fourth of all the months are accounted for, not just 1/6. We cooked shrimp and flounder. We didn't go for all 7 this year. How about you? You were hosting today, right, Carl? God bless you. How'd that go? How many people? Joey Bart. You know, a lot of people are thinking he's going to take the job since Posey retired. Don't count out Kurt Casale. That hurts. Nelson Cruz. Oh, he's on Tampa. This is good. He was traded there. This is such a letdown. I thought I'd get an auto. I got a relic, and it's not a signed relic. 8 people. That's nice. That's a good amount. That's a really good amount. What kind of snowman is like ice and snow on the top and the bottom, but the middle looks like it got like shit on. Sorry for cursing. Look at it. Looks like a dog pooped on it. Maybe he doesn't wipe his ass because it's his underwear. I would think Manny Machado would have better hygiene. It's not. Patrick Bailey. I like Bailey better. Well, I think Bailey's a better hitter than Bart. Yeah. Ooh. The 7 fish. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work getting those 7 fishes prepared. Some people think it represents the 7 sacraments. I just think it represents some damn good food. Jack Flaherty. Yeah, like Bart, he strikes out so much. I don't know if he's going to if he's ready. She's Italian. That's what the Italians do. The 7 fishes. Go down to Ippolito's when they were open. Now we go down to 9th Street. Now we go down to Acme to get the fish. That was the scallops. I don't know if they were part of the 7. The scallops though. Jake DeGrom. Dansby Swanson. These are all base. Corey Kluber. Is he? Wait, who signed Kluber? Clubber Lang. The Rays. Oh, Scotty. Thank you for the tip. The 2015 Allen and Ginter. I couldn't. So the cheapest box on eBay was like $85. Uh, um, they have hobby boxes for like $400. I'm like, wow, that's like it's like a car payment. So I don't think I could swing that. But I found a pack, 2-pack of 16 cards for $20. So I got that, and I also found the Clubber Lang on Amazon for $4. So I ordered the Clubber Lang. I didn't even know they made an Alan Ginter of Clubber Lang. That's amazing. And Drago and Rocky and Apollo, Manny Machado relic. But the relic matches my underwear after I have the runs. Juan Soto. But I still have some heritage. I think there's an auto left in there. Orioles had no show. No, they shouldn't. Um, yeah, yeah. No, wait. I don't. Oh, eBay. Well, I think if you type in Clubber Lang 2015 tops, it'll show up. I think there were 20 available. Yeah, I think there were 10 or 20 available. That was a good deal. eBay had them for like $10, I think. Or I might be confusing the two. But yeah, one of them had it for like $4. Keston Hiura. Yeah, Mikado should have stayed on the Orioles. But I mean, they're rebuilding. Mike Moustakis, boring veteran. Prediction. Yes, Clubber. Prediction. Pain. Clubber Lang's badass. Still to this day, like 30 years after that movie came out, he's still such a great anti-villain. He might be an anti-villain to some people. To me, he's the hero. AJ Puck. He offered Adrian Balboa a real man. He saw that she was in need of a real man. He offered his services. It really helps the community. Clubber Lang, if you're watching, good job. I always say, in my words, Clubber Lang, Sensei Kreese, and Hannibal Lecter, like three of the greatest bad guys ever. Brandon Nemo. Short print. Oh, Pete Alonso. Yeah, 4. This is bad. With a magnifying glass, you can't even see these goddamn numbers. Rocky 3. That's right. Rocky 3. Mr. T and Thunder Lips. Thunder Bips. In the flesh, baby. That was a precursor to WrestleMania. That time of life, the WWF at the time was on top of the world for many years after too. But that, like, Cyndi Lauper, Captain Lou Albano. Yeah, 426. Oh, Peter, I should have just looked at the front instead of I can see the scarf better than the numbers on the back. You don't put a scarf on a polar bear, Jimmy said. Eddie Rosario, World Series hero. What was it? It was Piper and Orndorff against Hogan and Mr. T, right? In that WrestleMania, if I remember. Walker Bueller. Alejandro Kirk. Alex Vertigo. Josh Palacios. Bases. David Wolf. I don't know David Wolf. Final holiday pack. I want to open up a Heritage. We're going to get an auto Spencer Torkelson 1/1. None of these are backwards, so upside down or anything. I want to run through these quickly. Brady Singer. Ian Anderson. Paul Goldshit. Giancarlo Stanton. Franmil Reyes. Hubert Ruiz Airbrush. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., my man Rob 1. We know you're a big Gurriel fan. Anthony Rizzo. Yadier Molina. And Luis Garcia. These were all bases. So I'm going to put the holiday to rest for now. We're going to break out some MLB, MILB Heritage. There's an auto in one of them. Yo, Rich, what's up, brother? I had a better magnifying glass, but the batteries died. So I've got the Dollar Tree piece out. I feel like the penguin arc. Angry penguin. Yo, how great's the angry pirate? Urban Dictionary for those who don't know. A little bit of both. The old school packs all come from Stadium Lights. The retail, sometimes I'll find them, but sometimes I just go on the websites. Did I get through? Wait a second. Yeah, I guess I went through them. I'm sorry, I confused the heritage with the I confused something. There's no auto in this one. Blake Snell, Cy Young Award winner. A complete game for him is actually a quality start. He doesn't like to pitch more like